It has finally come to pass. It has finally come to pass. Egbebelu, Ugubelu. It has finally come to pass, and a lot of things have been exposed amicably. Now that agreement has been reached, 3 international world powers presidents have finally signed for the immediate takeover of the first territory, which will run down from the southeast to the south-south, some parts of the middle belt. A lot is already happening, and of course, if you are not following up, you won't see the lights coming to where it belongs. We are moving with maximum speed, and I can tell you with all honesty that if you keep waiting for the light to shine, then you will never be part of the light. Some of you who understand parables, if you keep waiting for the light to shine before you go out, then you will never be part of the light. Onye na-eche kachifo tupu o mewe ihe o kwesịrị ime, unu na-agba ọgwụ isi kachifogodi first. Agwa batara na be gị isi kachifo ka ị chọọ ya. Ịlabụkwa n'ụlọ agwatakwa gị kedu ife ị ga-eme. Fine na-akọwa kịta. So the time and the target is already here, and the timing is right, because a lot of people have come to realize that the most biggest part of our effort is now their nightmare. So it has been given. 3 world powers have already joined. I'm going to be mentioning the countries in the next video. I'm going to be saying, so of course I told you that African leaders are beginning to withdraw from everybody who have been involved in this atrocity called extradition rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu against his wills. And since then, even though he has won in Abuja court, they have refused to release him. But that does not stop the fact that we are one people with greatness. Of course, it doesn't stop the fact. It doesn't stop the fact that we are one people with maximum greatness. Now, listen and listen attentively. Ugobelu, Egbebelu. Isina mama mbe. Gini megini abatuogi. We must be committed. We must understand where every part of our life should be put across. Yes. We must understand how it play out. We must understand where it should play out. We must put ourselves in that position, why and when it should be. Periodically, commissioned, undisclosable, and one of the greatest of it all, producing facts and figures. And when you find a sending money, when I say, Fana, know yourself. There's only those who know themselves will eventually put in place everything that should be put in place. There's only those that know themselves. So you can and be horrible no way Biafra the effort that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made before being arrested is already manifesting. More African leaders have continued to express their displeasure in the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his rendition to Nigeria from Kenya by Nigerian government and Kenya government. 3 African leaders have withdrawn from supporting the zoo sovereignty, and they are now backing every force that will be in the actualization of Biafra. And very soon 3 African countries will join.
If I never we fem more na charge of okay more. Only my boss way you out where you chirakwe. Maki fight you koi ha come when I call on a matter. E bai tiraka. Eba hai tiraki tiakagi. E pepi e pepo. If ever hai tiraka, e wa tiaka geba, e bepi aka ye bepo. But I say, I did a coon case so cune. When I had a coon where's yoku. E wa tiaka. Eba has a sweet tinaka. Eba hydrate tiaka. Ebe pork. If you put hand where we took hand, they go cut off your hand. The other go. 3 African leaders have now withdrawn. You see, all these lies and hatred against Biafrans will keep consuming those who want to hate them. The moment you begin to hate the Biafrans, you begin to hate the Igbos, consider yourself a lost atoro. I did agree 2 times. Just consider yourself like that, a lost atoro. And that is where so many of them are now being put. Because ekukati he ne kwa dise ka ne heku. Yotreba naga. Ekukati fa ne kwa dise ka. Ayahana ha agata eba ekweserega. But let's don't worry. The journey is not far. The beginning is not the end. Makanoes na nwa ya manzi ke nwa ya man la lola. Enwa na nwa ya man la lola na ke fi na kozi. Kezije. Onye kwuru na nwa ya man la lola. Enwa na nwa ya man la lola because you have to be awake to beat that child. Same as onye si na nne ya man la lola. Enwa nwa man la lola. Because if you are disturbing your mother, be ready to be disturbed. Understand? That is just the way it works. Be ready to be disturbed. The truth is bitter, but when you chokwa, I go sipuha, eba isiwe manito onodia. We must continue in righteousness. We must continue in dignity, and we must share where we belong. That is why we are Biafrans. That is why we don't forgive. Treason is a treasonary. It is a treasonary offense. They have never ever won any case in their courts, and they can won them in their own courts. And that is why we are not going to let this kind of thing to continue to exist. Because if it does, it will be a PlayStation that will spoil everything for us. If I'm not gonna, okay, where is your? I do close the bed.